Welcome to another exciting night of girls varsity basketball here on CPHS 6. I'm Emily Desmet, and tonight we have the Port Huron Northern Huskies versus the Dakota Cougars. It looks like both teams are about to start the tip-off. And the Huskies will get the tip-off. Becca Richards with the ball. And it looks like the Huskies will get the ball out of bounds. Lawson throwing it in to Lance, and there will be the first foul. Mackenzie Lance will shoot at the line for the Huskies. And she misses her first. And the second. Rebounded by Bates for the Cougars. Savage with the ball. Over to Bates. The shot is missed. Rebounded. And the Huskies will have the ball. Lawson throwing the ball in for the Huskies. Stolen by number 3, Olivia Savage. Dudgeon with the ball. Now Lawson back with the ball over to Richards. Passed over to Zawicki. The shot missed. Now Mabry with the ball. Over to Bates. Back to Mabry. Up at the top, looking to drive into the paint. Can't get anywhere. Over to Dudgeon. Back to Savage. She makes her way in. And the shot is missed by Bates. Lawson with the ball over to Richards. Having a rough time here with the Cougars with their full court press. Lawson with the ball to Richards. Down to Zawicki. Shot missed. And Savage will bring the ball up for the Cougars. Savage looking for the pass up top to Dudgeon. Back to Savage with the shot, missed. Rebounded by Mackenzie Lance for the Huskies. Zawicki with the ball, back to Lance as she drives in the paint and puts it up for 2. And finally, after 2 minutes of play, the first basket was made by the Huskies. Looks like the Huskies are going to have a tough time tonight trying to break this full court press here by the Cougars. Both teams coming out pretty aggressive here. Like I said, only one basket in 2 minutes. At this pace, this might be a low-scoring game. And the Cougars make their way back on the court. It looks like Mabry will take the ball out for the Cougars. Savage with the ball. Looking to pass. Dudgeon with the ball. Up top to Savage. She drives. Can't seem to get anywhere. Pass to Bates. over to Munduzzi, and she puts it up for 2. Actually, 3. Giving the Cougars a lead here. Ball stolen back by the Cougars, but Richards is going to drive up. And there's going to be another foul. There's 2 fouls on the Cougars tonight in the first quarter. Lawson will throw the ball in for the Huskies. Passing to Richards. Richards looking to pass down to Lawson. Lawson driving in. Over to Zawicki up top. She overthrows the ball, and it is out. Mabry with the ball for the Cougars. Looking to set up a play here. Gonna try and drive. Pass it over to Savage. She makes her way in. Over to Munduzzi. Excellent play there by the Cougars. Richards bringing the ball up pretty quick for the Huskies. And she is fouled on the way up as she makes a layup. Huskies are down by 1 right now. Richards at the line. She could tie this up if she makes it. In which she does. Score now 5-5 with less than 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Savage bringing the ball up for the Cougars. Driving in the paint, looking to pass over to Mabry, and she'll be called on the travel. Casey Felco will throw the ball in for the Huskies. This is going to be a full court press. Ball accidentally thrown in. The shot missed. Rebounded by Zawicki. Made the pass over to Lance. Richards puts the shot up, missed. Back up top to Lance. Her shot missed. Rebounded by Dudgeon. Townsley with the ball. Back up to Savage. Savage driving in. Over to the corner to Townsley. Up top to Dudgeon. Munduzzi with the ball. She throws it away. Alexi Zawicki will get that. A long court pass for the Huskies, and Lawson puts it up for 2. Excellent job there by the Huskies opening the floor up, spreading things out. They were able to make that basket. And Savage, looking to pass, throws it out. Casey Felco will throw the ball in for the Huskies. They're still facing a full court press here. Hard to throw the ball in, but she's able to get it to Richards. Richards throwing it up to Felco. And Lance with 2 points on that. Giving the Huskies a 4-point lead over the Cougars. Townsley with the ball, and her shot is good. And Townsley will get the 3 on that. Richards here is trying so hard to bring that ball up pretty quick. So the Cougars aren't able to set up a defense here, but she's got to make those passes. Now the Cougars with the ball. Pass to the corner to Viteri. Back to Savage in the corner to Viteri. Back to that same corner to Townsley. She puts it up, missed. Rebounded by Becca Richards for the Huskies. Lance with the ball. Back to Richards, who almost loses it inside to Felco, and she puts it up for 2. Huskies still with the lead with a little over 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Churches with the ball up top for the Cougars now. Looking to pass to the corner to Savage. Savage trying to dribble in, couldn't find anything. But Terry passes it over to Bates. Up to Townsley. And she'll be tripped up. That'll be the Huskies' first foul of the night. Cougars now with the ball. Mabry up at the top calling a play. Over to Mundunzi. Church has tried to put it up. She's putting it up again. And there's 2 points for Churches. Now Richards with the ball for the Huskies. She's looking to get inside the three. Can't seem to do it, so she'll pass it to Lawson. Lawson trying to make her way through. Can't seem to get anywhere either. Ball back to Richards up top. Richards inside to Murphy. Murphy's going to try and put it up, but it's blocked. And Munduzzi brings the ball up for the Cougars. Passes it over to Mabry. She's going to slow things up a little. Try makes the pass inside. Bates now with the ball. Over to Townsley at the top. Over to Munduzzi. Pass to the corner to Mabry. She's trying to spread things out. Not seeming to work, so she's going to pass it over to the corner. Townsley's shot missed. Rebounded by Churches, and the ball's loose. And the Cougars throw the ball away. That'll be over and back, so now the Huskies. Looks like Katie Lawson will throw the ball in. Lawson passes it in to Falco. She's going to bring the ball up the court. And it looks like that's going to be a foul on Casey Falco. Huskies' second foul of the night. Mabry's going to bring the ball up the court for the Cougars. Looking to pass to Verducci. Over to Townsley. Verducci in the corner. Up top to Bates. And at the end of the first quarter here, we have the Port Huron Northern Huskies 11, Dakota Cougars 10. Seems like these teams are pretty evenly matched tonight. Score 11 to 10. Fouls, Huskies with 2, Cougars with 3. Best bet tonight for the Huskies if they can hustle down the court before they're able to set up a defense and able to get the shots up. Dakota doing an excellent job here at the full court press, pressuring the Huskies, and they're just throwing the ball away. Point guard Jessica Mabry for the Cougars here is doing an excellent job slowing things up and trying to get the plays here going. Cougars only down by 1, so they're still in it. And here both teams come out, start the second quarter. Olivia Savage with the ball for the Cougars. She's looking to pass. Can't seem to find anyone. She's going to dribble inside herself and take it. Missed. Rebounded by Katie Lawson. Pass to Casey Fielko. And over to Murphy, and she'll be fouled on her way up. And it looks like the foul is going to be on Kylie Verducci. This will bring Brenna Murphy to the line for the Huskies. Her first shot is good. That gives the Huskies a 2-point lead. She misses her second. Now we have Savage with the ball. Pass to the corner to Mabry. Over to Munduzzi. Her shot missed. Rebounded by the Huskies. Murphy with the ball, looking to pass. Over to Gillespie. Now Casey Falco with the ball, looking to get inside the three. Passed over to Zawicki to the corner to Murphy as she drives down the baseline. And they'll call a jump ball on that. Katie Lawson throwing the ball in for the Huskies, and there'll be two substitutes. Riley Felco and Becca Richards are now in the game for the Huskies. Felco now throwing the ball in, or at least attempting to, over to Casey Felco. The ball stolen by Savage. Over to Dudgeon. To the corner to Mabry, up top to Savage. Munduzzi loses the ball. And Richards will make her way up the court, looking for that layup. Over to Casey Falco. And the Cougars touched the ball as it was on the baseline. So Riley Falco is going to throw the ball in for the Huskies. Passing over to Casey Falco. Inside to Riley Falco. And again, the Huskies will be able to take the ball out. Riley Falco looking to pass in. Over to Richards. Inside. So Richards gonna drive, and she puts it up for two. Now the Huskies up with a 4-point lead. Now Savage is bringing the ball up for the Cougars. Looking inside. Over to Munduzzi. She puts it up, missed. Rebounded by Casey Falco as she's double teamed in the corner, able to get it out. Katie Lawson now double teamed. Richards able to get the ball somehow and make her way up the court. Casey Falco inside to Riley Falco. The ball is stolen by the Cougars, but now the Huskies got it back. Both teams playing very aggressive tonight. Richards with the ball, puts it up, missed. Rebounded by Gillespie. And she'll be fouled on her way up. Caitlin Gillespie on the line for the Huskies. Huskies tonight are doing pretty well from the line. Gillespie's first shot was a miss. But the Cougars need to start really cutting down on the fouls. They have 5 fouls so far this game compared to the Huskies with only 2. back in the first, Becca Richards was able to make her free throw and tie up the game, which the Huskies were able to gain, and now they're at a 4-point lead. Now we have Savage with the ball over to the corner, and that will be a 3 by Verducci. Richards bringing the ball up the court. She's looking around to pass to Riley Fielko. She's double teamed to Gillespie, and the ball is stolen by Townsley, and it's an easy layup for the Cougars. Cougars now have a 1-point lead over the Huskies. Becca Richards with the ball. She's gonna drive in up the baseline, loses it, and here comes Townsley again. She's gonna slow it up and try for the 3. It's missed. Rebounded by Riley Falco. Thrown down court to Lawson, and there will be a foul. And that'll be another foul here on the Cougars, making that the 6th foul of the night for the Cougars. Riley Falco throwing the ball in. Townsley almost at the ball. She tips it in. Townsley is going to run the ball up for the Cougars. Looking to pass to the corner to Verducci. Her shot missed, rebounded by Riley Falco. Down to Mackenzie Lance, and she puts it up for 2. Now the Huskies are up by a point. This game pretty close, with a little less than 4 minutes left on the clock. Townsley with the ball, looking to pass in to Churches. Up top to Verducci. Inside to Churches, back to the corner to Townsley. She drives it in. Over to the corner to Savage, she puts it up. Off the rim, back to Churches up top. Savage takes another shot, missed. The crowd not too happy with the ref's call here. It looks like the Cougars are going to take the ball out. Munduzzi looking to pass in. Huskies also playing a full court press. Passed into Townsley to Munduzzi. Maybe trying to take it up. Becca Richards comes up with the ball for the Huskies. She's going to drive it down, but loses it to Mabry as she speeds up the court. Passed over to Munduzzi. She takes the 3, and it's good. Becca Richards with the ball. Over to Riley Falco. To the corner to Katie Lawson. Lawson driving in. She puts it up, and it's good for 2. Both the Cougars and the Huskies now tied with 18. With a little less than 3 on the clock. Mabry looking to make a play here. Munduzzi from the corner missed. Rebounded by Zawicki. Over to Lance. Missed. Rebounded by Riley Falco, and that will be a foul. It's the Cougars' 7th foul of the night. Looks like Riley Falco will be shooting 2 at the line. Their first shot is made. Looks like Dudgeon and Bates will now come into the game for the Cougars. Riley Falco breaking the tie here, giving the Huskies a 1-point lead. Off the rim. Mabry with the ball for the Cougars. She's going to take it. Missed. Rebounded by Casey Falco. She's going to drive it up, loses it. It looks like the Cougars are going to take the ball out. Mabry with the ball for the Cougars. She's looking to pass, dribbling inside, over to the corner to Dudgeon. Dudgeon's dead now, looking for the pass, over to Bates. Bates trying to make her way in. She's going to double dribble. Which gives the Huskies the ball. Katie Lawson easily going to throw it in to Richards, which is odd because Dakota has been playing a full court press all night. Ball stolen by Mabry. Richards back, but Mabry goes to the layup, missed. Rebounded. Richards is going to come up with it, it looks like. And stolen back by the Cougars. Mabry passes it in. Becca Richards here. Looks like she was going to attempt the layup, but the ball was hit out by Mabry, and the Huskies will get the ball under the basket here. Lawson looking to throw in. Over to Zawicki, back to Lawson. She goes out on the three, missed. Rebounded by Bates. She's going to make her way out and back down. Bates able to fight her way through, missed. Rebounded by Casey Falco. And she's going to be called on the foul here for the push. And it looks like Zawicki will now be in for Falco. Townsley bringing the ball up. Looking to pass inside to Bates. Over to Mabry, her shot missed. Rebounded by Mabry. Over to Dudgeon, her shot missed. Rebounded by Lance. Now the Huskies with the ball, making their way up the court, over to Richards. Richards finally making her way past half court. She drives it in. Over to the corner to Zawicki, and she puts it up for three. Less than 15 seconds left in the first half. Mabry has the ball with 10 seconds. Looking to pass to Townsley. Townsley with 6. Over to Bates. Her shot is good for 2. And after the first half of the game here, the Port Huron Northern Huskies have a 1-point lead over the Dakota Cougars. And now we're back with the second half of the girls varsity basketball game here on CPHS 6. We have the Port Huron Northern Huskies versus the Dakota Cougars. Huskies up 22-21. And Becca Richards will have the ball for the Huskies. Looking to pass. Katie Lawson comes up, takes the ball. Dribbling down to the baseline. Looking over to Zawicki, up top to Richards, inside to Lance. Her shot's no good. Mabry bringing the ball up, looking to Munduzzi. Over to Bates, her shot missed. Richards looking to pass to Casey Falco. Over to Zawicki, her shot missed. Bates with the ball now for the Cougars. Up top to Mabry. Savage's shot was no good. Huskies will now have the ball. Becca Richards bringing the ball up. She's dribbling down, looking to pass over to Casey Falco. She's gonna make her way around over to Zawicki. Zawicki bringing it up into the paint. And she follows through for two. Mabry now with the ball for the Cougars. She's driving it in, looking to pass. Shot by Savage was no good. Huskies will get the ball back. Richards now with the ball. Bringing it down, almost double team, but Casey Falco will take it inside. Her shot missed. The ball is out on the ground. And the Cougars will get the ball. Ball passed into Mabry. She's bringing the ball up pretty slow here, especially being down by 3. Mabry driving it in. And she'll be fouled as she goes up for the layup. Jessica Mabry will shoot at the line for the Cougars. Cougars down by 3 with a little over 6 minutes in the third. Her first shot missed. Now the Huskies with the ball. Richards bringing the ball up. She's driving it in the paint. She's going to take it herself. And she takes the layup for 2. Excellent way to find the lane and just work it all the way up. Paid off with a 2-point layup. Dudgeon with the ball over to Mabry. Mabry can't find her way in. Gonna make her way back up top. Looking to pass to the corner to Dudgeon again. She makes her way in the 3. Over to Manduzzi. And there will be a timeout. With a little less than 5.5 minutes on the clock in the third quarter, Huskies are up 26-21 against the Cougars. Still a pretty close game for both teams. Huskies only up by 5. Anything can happen at this point. What the Cougars got to do is keep pressing and pressing the Huskies here to get the ball if they want to tie this game up and potentially gain the lead. But for the Huskies here, they just need to keep pushing through and trying to break through this press that's been pretty successful here for the Cougars to drive that ball and make the shots. Couple good layups here made by the Huskies. Maybe they need to keep with that tactic. Not so many threes, just drive it up the lane and get the layups. Easy points. Now we got Casey Falco with the ball, looking to pass inside to Richards. She's on the ground, stolen by Dudgeon. Mabry now bringing the ball up, driving in the paint, over to Dudgeon. She takes the 3, missed. And Bates unable to save the ball, so the Huskies will get it. Lawson passing it into Richards. Richards driving the ball. Just got it over half. Over to Zawicki. Lawson now inside. And there will be a foul. That'll be a foul on Rio Dudgeon. Richards with the ball, puts it up, missed. Rebounded by Lance, couldn't get it. Casey Falco Passing it over, Richards. Richards throws the ball away to Erica Munduzzi. Church is with the ball. She's going to drive it in, looking to the pass. Over to Townsley. Her shot missed. She gets her own rebound, puts it up, and she is fouled. Looks like Kylie Townsley is going to be on the line for the Cougars. Her first shot missed. Huskies still up by 5 with a little over 4 minutes in the third quarter. Brenda Murphy and Riley Felco will come in for the Huskies, and the second shot was good. Casey Felco puts it up, missed. The ball will be on the ground, and it'll be a jump. And the Cougars now with the ball. Savage bringing the ball up. She's going to look. She's going to drive it. She'll find Townsley at the corner. She's going to make her way in the paint and put it up for 2. Huskies only up by 2 now. Richards looking to pass. And Rio Dudgeon, she goes out of bounds with the ball, and the Huskies are able to save it here. Riley Felco looking to throw it in, over to Richards. Richards dead here, looking to get the pass over to Felco. And Felco will throw the ball out. Savage is going to get the ball for the Cougars. As she makes her way up the court, she's going to look for the pass. No one seems to be open. Dudgeon gets it, throws it to Townsley. Munduzzi, shot is no good. Savage trying to make her way in, and she'll be fouled on her way up. Olivia Savage, her first basket's good. Huskies only up by 1 now. She makes this, she could tie the game, and she will. 26-26 the score with a little over 3 in the third quarter. Lance with the ball, missed, rebounded by Riley Felco, missed, she gets her own rebound, puts it up, missed. Cougars able to get the ball, Savage making her way up. Munduzzi takes the 3, missed, rebounded by Casey Felco. She drives it up, looking over to Lance, she misses. Bates with the ball, long court pass over to Townsley, and she puts it up for an easy 2 on the layup. Huskies are now down by 2 with a little over 2.5 on the clock. Casey Felco almost loses it over to Riley Felco. Murphy takes it into the paint, over to Casey Felco. And her shot is good for 3. Now the Huskies are up by 1. Olivia Savage bringing the ball up the court, trying to slow things down a little, trying to get a play here. Over to Bates. Bates looking to get in the paint. She's going to pass it over to Townsley. Townsley's 3 is no good. Casey Felco now with the ball. Over to Richards. Richards driving it up quick. Over to Murphy. Murphy looking to pass over to Casey Felco. Up top to Murphy. Murphy looking inside to Richards. She loses the ball to Dudgeon. She throws it up to Bates. Bates making her way up the court, and she'll be fouled. Another foul for the Huskies here. It's a total turnaround. In the first half, we had the Cougars with more fouls than the Huskies, but now it's Huskies 4-1 in fouls. Little over a minute and a half left. Cougars with the ball. Mabry up top. Looking down, passed inside to Churches. Back to Mabry up at the 3. Townsley making her way down. She's going to put it up for 2, and it's good. Cougars now with a 1-point lead over the Huskies. Becca Richards bringing the ball up. Just got over half. Getting pressured hardcore here. Riley Felko over to the corner to Zawicki. Over to Lawson. Lawson backing out a little. Inside to Riley Felko. Over to Richards. Almost loses it to Townsley. Richards to the corner to Zawicki. Zawicki overthrows the ball. And that'll be over and back. Cougars now with the ball. Bates will throw the ball in to Mabry. Mabry looking to the corner. Over to Verducci. Up to Manduzzi. Over to Mabry. She takes it in. Stolen away there by Katie Lawson. Now the Huskies have the ball. Over to Richards. Richards needs to slow things up right now. Shot by Lawson missed. Rebounded by Riley Felko, and there will be a foul. Riley Felko is at the line now for the Huskies. She has the ability to tie the game up and possibly get the Huskies up by 1 if she makes both. There's only 15.7 seconds left in the third quarter. See what the Huskies can do. Her first shot is missed. She makes her next one. She will tie up the game as they go into the fourth. Again, 15.7 seconds left on the clock. And her second shot is good. She will tie the game. Mabry with the ball for the Cougars. Less than 12 seconds. Here's Bates. And there's going to be a foul on the Huskies. Not what they wanted to do here, especially with a tied game in the third. Manduzzi throws the ball in. Over the court, over half court to Mabry. She brings it back though with less than 5 on the clock now. Churches with the ball, puts it up, rebounded by Felko. And at the end of the third quarter, the game is tied 30-30. And as we go into the fourth, we'll see what each team does. It's tied up now. It's anyone's game at this point. Huskies really got to focus on getting the ball and slowing things up, making good passes, and getting the shot that they need. Right now, both teams are anxious and rushing up and down the court, making shots, stealing shots. It's just a mess. You have Jessica Mabry for the Cougars here trying to slow things up, and when she does, they're able to make the plays, and now they're tied. Cougars have been down or tied all night, but they've been up by a point or two, but it's anyone's ball game, like I said. Huskies need to really pressure, really need to gain control of the ball. Because when they get control of the ball, they're able to score. Looks like both teams are going to huddle it up here, and we'll be starting the fourth here in a few moments. Cougars back on the court, and here comes the Huskies. Katie Lawson's going to get the ball for the Huskies. Throwing it over to Casey Felko. She's going to drive it up over to the corner to Lawson. Inside to Zawicki. She's going to bring it back up top to Casey Falco. Falco's going to throw it inside to Lawson. She goes up for the drive. Huskies are going to get the ball out of bounds. And Riley Falco will be fouled on her way up. Riley Falco's first shot was good. She'll break the tie, giving the Huskies a 1-point lead. And she'll make the second, giving the Huskies a 2-point lead now. Savage bringing the ball up for the Cougars. She's looking to pass. Inside to Manduzzi. And Bates takes the shot, missed. And Riley Falco is going to take the ball up for the Huskies. Little less than 7.5 minutes on the clock. Here comes Richards. She's going to slow things up for once. Looking to pass over to Casey Falco. Casey's going to drive inside. Ball was knocked off the shoe of the Cougars here, so the Huskies will get the ball. Riley Falco looking to throw in. Over to Casey Falco. She's going to drive it down. Nice spin there by Casey Falco. Her shot missed. Rebounded. Nice rebound there by Mackenzie Lance. And Casey Falco able to put it up for 2, giving the Huskies a 4-point lead. A little less than 7 on the clock. Here comes Olivia Savage for the Cougars. She's going to pass it over to Townsley. Townsley driving in. And there will be another foul. Not what the Huskies want to do, especially only up by 4. Manduzzi's going to throw the ball in for the Cougars. Couple substitutions here by the Huskies. Ball pass to Dudgeon. Dudgeon up top to Savage. Manduzzi misses, rebounded by Lance. Riley Falco puts it up, and she gets 2. Huskies now up by 6. They're pulling ahead. It's still kind of early, though. A little less than 6.5, but anything is possible at this. Now we have Bates. Shot by Savage is no good. Richards with the ball. Over to Murphy. Murphy driving it down. She's stuck and throws the ball away. Ball's going to be thrown in. And the shot is up for 2. Huskies pulling away. Now they're up by 8. This is not looking good here for the Cougars. Little less than 6 on the clock. Savage with the ball, looking to pass. Over to Manduzzi. Manduzzi looking to pass down over to Dudgeon. Dudgeon running up the baseline, throws it in to Manduzzi. Her shot missed. Rebounded by Murphy, and now the Huskies with the ball. Riley Falco now looking for the pass. Over to Becca Richards, she's just going to drive it up. There's only one man in the paint. Her layup missed. Cougars able to come up with it. Dudgeon looking to pass. Over to Bates. Bates loses the ball. Picked up by Savage. Manduzzi with the shot missed. Casey Falco looking to pass. She's going to get double teamed here. Makes it out. Over to Richards to the corner to Murphy. She drives in. She takes the shot, and it's good for 2. Huskies now with a 10-point lead, and there will be a timeout. With 4:48 left on the clock here in the 4th quarter, Port Huron Northern Huskies are up by 10 against the Dakota Cougars. Cougars need to stop getting down on themselves. With 10 points, they can still do it if they have a positive attitude, but it's hard to be positive being 10 down with less than 5 minutes on the clock. Huskies can't be too confident now either because it's only 10. That's just 5 baskets. Huskies making their way back on the court. Cougars still in their huddle here. Both teams now back on the court. Looks like the Cougars are going to have the ball. Townsley's going to throw it into Mabry. She's going to bring the ball up. Mabry slowing the clock up a little. Maybe trying to run a play here. Ball over to Townsley. Townsley driving in. She loses it, but able to get it over to Verducci. And Churches puts it up for 2. Cougars are now only down by 8. Riley Falco with the ball over to Richards. Richards over to Murphy. Murphy puts it up for 2. And again, the Cougars down by 10. Mabry trying to run a play. She's going to drive it. Can't seem to find anyone. Across court, over to Townsley, to the corner. Over to Dudgeon, and Dudgeon throws it out of bounds. Riley Falco is going to get the ball for the Huskies. She's going to throw it into Richards. Richards going to throw it back to Falco. Riley Falco looking. Over to Murphy. Murphy's going to drive it up in the paint, loses it to Townsley. Townsley's going to throw it up to Dudgeon, and Dudgeon puts it up for an easy 2. Richards now with the ball for the Huskies. Over to Riley Falco. Falco making her way over half court. Richards looking over to the corner to Lance. Her shot missed. Rebounded by Churches. Churches is going to be called with the travel. And now the Huskies now with the ball. Little over 3 minutes left in the game here. Riley Falco out of the game. Katie Lawson now in. Huskies looking to make a play. Ball stolen here. Huskies able to get it back. Lance with the ball over to Murphy. Murphy up top to Richards. She's looking to make the pass. Can't seem to get anywhere. No one's moving. She can't pass to Casey Falco. Puts it up, missed. And there will be a foul. And it looks like Mackenzie Lance is at the line for the Huskies. It looks like she's not going to make the shots here. It looks like they're going to take the ball out. Lawson throwing the ball in. looking to get open. Couldn't get it over, stolen by Bates. Now Mabry with the ball with a little less than 3 on the clock. Shot was missed and the ball's on the ground. Jump ball. And it's going to stay with the Cougars. Mendezzi's going to pass it over to Townsley. Townsley's going to shoot, missed. Rebounded by Churches, over to Mabry. Her shot missed. Finally rebounded by the Huskies. Lance with the ball, over to Casey Falco. Back to Lance. Lance makes the drives over to Lawson. Lawson will be fouled on her way up. The basket will count and she will get one shot. She makes a shot, they'll be up by 11 with 2:20 on the board. And it is. Lawson giving the Huskies 11-point lead here. Mabry for the Cougars looking to pass. Can't seem to get out of that 3-point line. Over to Manduzzi. Ball reflected by Lance. Unable to get it, but Richards is. And she'll fall out of bounds. So Cougars ball. 2:01 on the clock. Huskies up by 11. Manduzzi passes it over to Churches, but she'll step out of bounds. Katie Lawson now with the ball for the Huskies. Cougars are going to play a full court press again. Lawson looking to pass to Richards. Richards almost stuck in the corner, almost loses the ball here, trying to make her way past Mabry. She's able to get it across half over to Casey Falco. Falco getting double teamed, but Huskies will call a timeout with 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Huskies up by 11. Huskies with 6 fouls. Cougars 5. Still a very close game. I mean, the Huskies are up by 11, but it's not impossible for the Cougars to come back. Although highly unlikely, but possible. Huskies doing an excellent job slowing up things and making the plays and throwing the passes and making the shots. It's getting the Cougars a little frustrated, and they're not able to run their plays as well because they're thinking they're down by 11 and they think they're out of this. But Huskies still cannot be too confident in this. I mean, it's only 11. Well, still 2 minutes. Huskies got to eliminate the fouls and just push this game through. Cougars back on the court. And here come the Huskies. 1:43 left on the clock. Lawson throwing the ball in. Looking to pass. Richards with the ball. Over to Casey Falco. Back to Richards. Zawicki. Stolen by Townsley, and she's going to go and take it up for 2. And it's good. Casey Falco with the ball over to Richards. Richards down to Riley Falco. And it's an easy 2 points for Alexi Zawicki. Olivia Savage over to Townsley, up to Manduzzi, back to Savage. Savage looking to make her way in with a minute on the clock. Her shot missed. Rebounded by Lance. Richards with the ball, making her way up the court. And Richards will be fouled. 51.1 seconds left. Huskies still up. The Cougars will make some substitutions here. Lawson throwing the ball in, over to Richards. Over to Casey Falco. Falco back to Richards, down to Lawson. Over to Zawicki. Casey Falco double team, loses the ball. And there'll be a foul. Looks like they're calling 1-and-1. Casey Falco's gonna shoot 1-for-1 for the Huskies. Huskies still up by 11. 32.2 seconds left on the clock. Her first shot is good, making it a 12-point lead. And her second shot is good. Huskies now up by 13 with less than 30 seconds on the clock. Shot by Verducci was no good. Savage with the ball. Over to Bryant. And there will be another timeout with 19.4 seconds left on the clock. Huskies able to get a larger lead here. Not what the Cougars really want right now. Huskies doing an excellent job defensively, trying to steal everything they can. Now the Huskies need to get control of the ball and just keep it. No point throwing the ball away, trying to make more shots. You got 19 seconds. Make sure you get that ball and you hold it. Cougars back out on the court. And here come the Huskies. Verducci with the ball over to Savage. 18 on the clock. Back to Savage up top. Over to Parasek, and she puts it up for two. Richards now with the ball. Over to Riley Falco, down to Murphy with 2 seconds. To Richards. And that's the game. Port Huron Northern Huskies win 49-38 over the Dakota Cougars. This has been Emily Desmond with CPHS 6.